Again, this show exceeds expectations.
What is
It's
the bar
such
for
a good-
expectations, Brian? I have to know.
It's such a good isekai. My expectations, okay, my bottom line expectation is like the Dragon Ball series, okay? Dragon Ball,
Okay.
like the first
Okay.
three shonen, right?
That sounds
The
so,
OG
Brian,
shonen are like
that's,
the basis of all expectations.
when you say like that,
for
it
me.
sounds so basic.
Context.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, listen, I'm a basic man with basic needs, okay? Give me some badass fights, a decent storyline, and I'm set. Give me the animation too, and we're Gucci, okay?
The story with Mushoku Tensei, though, I think is a
Appreciate
lot
it.
more solid. Is a lot more solid than the other ones.
Dude,
Sure.
it's so like the world building is so intense, man, and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Amazing.
I'll say yeah, this is what isekais need to do. The world building, like it always feels so incomplete because they never finish them, or it's like it's so focused on like the whole aspect of like, oh, I mean the novelty of being in another world. They always focus on that, but like this one actually, it's really it's doing a good job of like building out the world, and like it's going on a good case because we're still a kid in like the first like 5-6 episodes, whereas like usually you get time skip by now.
Yeah.
Some slight time skips here and there. We got a
We
few.
got like two.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
No, but it's like another isekai. This would be like a time skip where you're already like in high school or at the high school academy, or basically
Yeah, and
military
you know
academy.
what? Those isekais, garbage.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they're all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
They come from this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they come from this show, they should be at least near as good. Have we gotten that? Fuck no.
No,
This show literally stomps on all other isekai. Legit crown this shit the king of all isekai.
it's already
ever.
it's already the
Of all
grandfather.
time.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
it
The
is.
grandfather, well, you
regardless,
can't
though.
disrespect the granddad, okay?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like I actually really like the grainy animation. Like it feels like it fits this so well. I don't know. I can't really tell. Like I can't explain like why.
I don't see it as like as a downside or anything. It's just I'm just used to it, or it's like it's part of the show for now.
It's fitting of the medieval fantasy realm of sorts.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just looks nice. Like, I just think
Yeah.
it looks really nice with it. Also again animation with just like these magic battle fights. Like,
Oh man,
dude, it's so sick.
the last like 8 minutes of the
Yeah.
episode, I was just.
I
Whew.
hope see when we do like eventual time skips when he's like actually fighting other people. I hope that's like a preview like the fights we get with like the magic combos.
Yeah.
Dude, and one of like the really tense scenes, like I can't even explain it why it felt so tense, is like when they were going back in the carriage back to town, like when everything was quiet, where it felt like forever. I just felt like, dude, what the fuck? Like I just felt like it was just
Yeah.
tense, like something, and then like
Yeah.
Because
just the animation of like those like the what are they like the bad dudes. I can't remember
The like kidnappers or whatever.
Yeah.
basically where they
Yeah.
just flew on the horse and they just flew by. I just thought, like, damn, what the like? I don't know. I just felt like I was gonna see like undead shit. I don't know. I felt like all of a sudden it was gonna be like a horror movie or something. I didn't think like that,
I was
but
gonna say the animations too, because like I don't remember where they're from, but I know it's a new studio made by a bunch of veterans. So
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure that's been said too how like they basically made the studio just for this show.
Damn.
So
That's what's
Yeah.
up. I mean, I definitely agree with that from the animation, and I think the thing that makes it so satisfying as well of like how pretty it looks is the impact it has. Because you can have really pretty animation, and if you don't like get the feel of like those visceral hits and everything, that can be something that's a letdown. But this show, I think it has both, and it does both so well.
also Tizzle mentioned too only one key anime this episode, which I remember too, which is crazy. Like,
That's insane.
it's like how it's like because there's one guy who works on Bones who's like he used to be like a Naruto animator and he did like a lot of Naruto fight scenes. He moved to Bones and started doing the Hero Academia fight scenes too. So
dude, that guy's
so that's why this is why this is why we, like on Reddit people like always ask about staff credits because like it is the talent that really matters a lot much more than the studio. The animator's name is Egg Firm Brian, I think.
Egg Firm. What
Yeah,
That's producer?
the studio name.
Studio name? Yeah.
I think.
Also, sorry, kind of going back to like the world building. Like at first, like how I remember at the beginning of this, it made it seem like magic rules all. But now, like getting to this point in the show, like even like the physical fights, like the sword techniques are insane as well.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that shit, man.
Like,
Fuck.
like when was it like new waifu just flew in there?
Ghislaine, yeah.
My God, like it's like basically just like where they have like almost like top tier physical abilities as well. It's not just like magic that just rules all, but it's more of like a kind of like it's more balanced.
again, like I hope it's like a preview of like the fights we see later on when you get the time skip. I just want to mention when in this episode when he met basically like his second cousin and she starts beating the shit out of him. I was laughing so hard when that happened. Usually I hate like annoying characters like that, but that was just really funny when that happened.
Wait, which part? What happened?
When
was
he was because he has to tutor like the little like because the mayor is Paul's cousin, so technically they're related. So it's basically that girl his tutor is like his second cousin.
Oh, okay.
And then she slapped him, and he slapped him back. She slapped her back, and then
And
she
he just punches the shit out
when
of
she
him.
started punching shit at him. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah. It was funny seeing Rudy's like pure fear in that moment too, of like, holy shit, like this
No,
going down.
pure fear too, like where he basically saw like death in a sense for the first time.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, he's just like, yeah, I died once. What happens when I die in this world? Like,
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of a trope that does come up at some point with other isekais, but I like the way that they did it.
It was
This
kind of
one.
nice. Like,
I didn't even think about that until you mentioned it.
well, because again, like other isekais, they don't treat it as seriously. It's always like a fun magic world where you're OP. So it's nice that they're taking the seriousness of like of Rudy and just realizing, oh, like people like really die in fantasy worlds too, and like you could still die in this fantasy world if you're not careful, even with how careful he's been. So
yeah. There was one other line that Rudy said where he was like kind of tying back to his experiences in the real world, where he's like, money can't buy dere, which I thought it was like a play on words of like tsundere, because Eris is like a huge tsundere, and he's just like, I love that shit. Like that was so like just subtly snicked in there. The comedy's A1.
Yeah, comedy is like it's like perfect in this show. Like I've not hated I don't think any of the comedy yet.
Yeah. So I guess the bigger question I have is like, obviously we'll probably get more episodes focused between Eris and Rudy, kind of their relationship growing and him training her. But at the beginning they said that Rudy is going to be with Ghislaine and Eris for 5 years.
5 years,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, so
he's gonna be,
So
because he's 7 now. So
do you think
he's gonna be 12 by time skip? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the time skip is. I think
because that's what I'm wondering. Like, do we get like 1 or 2 episodes max with that focus, and then they're gonna be like, all right, the other 3 years or whatever, just huge time skip, and then now we get back to.
I can see there being a couple different ways where it's just, where one they're either kind of like showing like bits and pieces, like progressing through the time, or they show like 1 episode or something, like kind of like how you said, Justin, and then they go to the skip, and then they just show like they just fill it in later.
Yeah, because the only reason I ask is like looking at the promo visuals, we now have all the characters that they show on that promo visual. So Eris was the last girl that we hadn't seen yet.
I hate her type of character though, but we'll see how this goes.
I don't like either.
Really?
Hopefully she calms down when she gets older. That's like the only thing I can hope for.
I'm okay. I'm okay with those tsunderes. Like she just reminds me of Taiga from Toradora. Just like complete hothead, like beats the shit out of everyone.
Actually, I mean, like you need to have diversity in your cast. Like your harem needs diversity.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's fine, right?
Fill everybody's interests. I know. I got it.
You sound disappointed, sir. I don't know.
No,
why.
I mean no, because I still like. I mean, his master, I still think is top notch. I mean, also, was it Ghislaine?
Yeah, Ghislaine. Yeah,
Ghislaine. She's also top notch as well. She's right up there.
I loved in the beginning when Rudy is translating the note for Ghislaine.
Oh, yeah.
And she's saying like, what all the shit that Paul is saying about her, and she's like ready to beat the shit out of Rudy, and he's like, wait, it was a joke. Like, she's like, oh, okay. He still recognizes you as the best like swordsman in all the land.
Yeah, but it's like, why would he say like, oh, just joking, because he's just translating the letter. Like, it's not actually,
Yeah, I partially thought that like he made up like a line that Paul said at one point just to see like what Ghislaine would do. But I guess I should have known better with Paul. He's just a womanizer till the end. So.
Oh, fucking Paul, dude. I
feel sorry for all the females in this world. Sounds like Paul's been with them one way or another.
What a Chad. God.
It's like, how did Zenith end up with Paul at the end of the day? Like the holy white mage ends up with him.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a white mage. Come on now.
Yeah, true.
But the whole thing is now like I know like it's in like what's her name? The elf girl that the
Sylphie? Or Sylph, yeah. She has like 3 different Sylphiette.
Sylphiette, yeah. Whatever word they use.
Sylphie?
Whatever you want to call her. Yeah.
Sylphie,
okay.
Sure.
I'll just it's more of like, what's gonna actually happen after 5 years. Like, just like a part, like if they eventually go back to that as well. Because it's still kind of like the whole thing where I kind of took it as where even the message where he's like, yeah, I decided she's not good enough for you. Even though, like, just couple episodes prior, he was saying about how basically teaching him the ways in a sense, and then deciding to go the way like he's like they're going now, where he basically, oh yeah, I got you the job, but you're gonna be gone for 5 years. It's just like it was a completely kind of blindsided. I keep thinking like she has the green and red eyes, or green hair, red eyes. Like what's like is something going to become more of that like later on?
I don't know. The way they say it in this episode, it felt more like Rudy was saying how he was like Soph was like depending too much on him, so that's why they needed to split. That's just good for Paul to split them up. Is like she needs to be independent on her own, so you stop like spoiling her. That's what I got from this.
No, I think it's more of the fact that it's also for Rudy as well. He can't depend on her as much. He needs to grow as a person to be able to just become better in general.
The best of his abilities, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because it almost feels like he, like in a sense, I can see him like downplaying.
Yeah.
Just to where he's not really learning anything. He's basically just kind of hanging out, showing what he already knows, instead of going like above and beyond his what he knows.
I mean, as much as a dick as Paul is, I think he made the right choice here, right? Because if he would have let Rudy do whatever he want, I think that's the reason why Rudy was capped out of where he is, and he wasn't like becoming more stronger or more proficient in his magic abilities.
Well, the thing is, Sylphie is picking up fast though too. Like she was because where Rudy was even saying, "Oh yeah, I'm just like a special kid," and then here she's like doing magic abilities with no chance whatsoever as well.
Yeah, but for sure, if definitely they would just stay together, they would have been each other's handicap in a sense to where they would stunt each other's growth.
Oh yeah.
So this is definitely going to make both of them grow exponentially in their way.
Yep. So after the 5-year time skip, magic battle between the both to see just where they are.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because if you can dominate them in bed, that's all that really counts, right? So
I actually hope like Rudy can like become like where he actually becomes like better with the sword as well. I want to see like just like that back where he like because it feels like it's going to be kind of leading towards that, or he might just come with like because every time like it seems like where he has like swords flying at him, where it just feels like he's got to like somehow do something to counter that because like the physical aspects of fighting, like he still gets like he can get destroyed by it.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of almost don't want that to be devil's advocate. Like I'd rather have him just be more OP in the magic line and show that it's not necessary to just be this OP in both weapon arts.
Yeah, I feel like if that were the case as well, I think the show would do it just fine. I think.
Definitely.
Because like when the sword was flying at him, he either can like become like better at it, or like come with alternative ways of taking care of it, or somehow like
But like I'll say the isekais with all three characters, they're always OP in both. So I don't know if they're taking from this show. I could see this show being the one that like has the main character OP in both. So
well. The thing is, we're seeing though, like he's OP in a sense, but like in the overworld of everything, like he's definitely not as OP as we thought. Like he could still be beat pretty easily, and then also like just kind of like the level of like where like they are of like the sword abilities. Like again, I forgot her name.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember that. Where like basically you're showing how how we saw it. She just seemed like just stronger than like just insanely strong. And where like Rudy's nowhere even close to that.
Yeah, man, just look forward to that, physical training arc, dude. This man's gonna beat down by a sword, come back stronger every time,
Well, so far,
and learn from his mistakes.
So far, we've seen like those like physical training arcs, and he has not improved very much.
Well, again, he's still 7 years old.
He's still a child. He has yet to hit his preteens, and once he hits that puberty stage, that's when the beef up happens.
Yes,
bulk season, and it's over.
Oh my god. Yes, because mages are always bulk. They're always slim build. They don't need muscles.
Hey, you never know.
You bulk up and then slim down. That's the process.
This guy just uses magic to propel himself where he needs to go. I mean, he's using wind, fire, water. This guy doesn't need to actually gain muscles for speed. This guy just blasts.
Oh, I don't know. If this episode taught him anything, it's the fact that he definitely needs to bulk up in the physical area.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying he's probably gonna like bulk up and get good at like the sword play. Probably like I don't know, preteen. Probably like between the ages of like 12 and 16. Mm-hmm. Next time skip, we'll probably see more of that. Just because this man's still like a child. I don't think there's a child that's like the size of Arnold or anything. Like
I mean,
that, so.
I would hope not. but it's I don't know. But yeah, next time skip he'll only be 12, so we'll miss those teen years, Brian.
I guess.
But maybe the time skip after that, because we also forgot to mention in the news that there was like plans of having this as like a long running show as well.
Yeah, supposedly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw both you guys shared that, so
Yeah,
that's hype.
Although,
I love it.
I hope that holds.
We'll see, because apparently it might be mistranslation. So
Oh, fun.
we'll keep
Thanks, David.
Thanks, Reddit warriors who think they know Japanese.
So
That's
we'll keep on hoping. I think in this age, I think more studios are realizing that like anime is important. So I think they'll keep continuing it. I don't think they'll just be a one-off, just for because the light novels or web novel and light novel is both so old that like, yeah, I don't see it as like a promotion thing. I think like they realize they really need to adapt the whole thing.
I really hope it's not a one-off. I want to see this whole story through in this animation as well.
Well, how's the anime holding up in popularity-wise in Japan?
I don't remember. I know like the industry, they really enjoy it. I don't know about like popularity-wise or how like the numbers. So
the score of the show, it's actually holding up really well. Like who's watching? Like the people who are watching it really like the show.
Yeah, but that's internationally, right? Not just Japan.
That's true.
I don't know how well in Japan. So we'll see.
This show's already getting like a crazy amount of figures.
Besides, I know ReZero out there is a huge fan. So again, a lot of respect from the anime industry. I just don't know about the fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also crazy too for how many I kind of mentioned before. How many usually like a lot of the other shows we have to wait forever for figures to come out. And this one is already, I think, I've seen 3 of them confirmed
really?
so
I didn't
far.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The master, the red-haired girl, and Sylphie. Those are the 3 I've seen so far.
Okay.
And it's only a matter of time before they have one of the cat girl.
Ghislaine.
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 I'm gonna have to put that somewhere on one of my monitors.
Yeah, we'll get some note cards and just paste it behind there.
Yeah, but
So
it's only a matter of time. She's gonna have one.
They planned it, then they probably had a huge marketing push. So it probably then did well. They're that confident in the marketing.
Yeah, I hope it continues.
Yeah,
same.
It's got to.
I think even if it doesn't do well in Japan, they'll still make it because the streaming rights are still really good. So
no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got though. We definitely went over time.
That's all right. It's Mushoku Tensei. Gave it
well worth
the respect it deserved.